Let's come to, I don't want to dominate. I'm not here for too long. I came to ask some specific questions that concern the people in the country. University of Liberia. Is the University of Liberia open? What's happening? Talk to us.
Well, thank
you took Patrick on our question.
Okay, then I will take that question back and give it to Patrick.
No. Go ahead. That's
Thank you.
Well, thanks for your interest in the university, and I saw that you've been passionate about the university. We, alumni of the university, we are very happy that everyone is seized on this question. And I can tell you that in my first stint as budget director and finance minister, we took the university's budget from 500,000 to about 15 million. And Dr. Dennis, peace be to his arches, who even do 2 graduation ceremonies in 1 year, is because the university was sustainably supported. And we haven't lost our heart for the university at all. I was secretary of the board of the university for almost 15 or more years. I've been a lecturer at the university. We just before you came, we talked about our student leader days. So I have a trinity of links with the university. The university, let me say this clearly. It's good for people to communicate clearly. Sometimes it comes out as if to say, we are not funding the university. The university budget was around 33 million last year, and I can say clearly, unequivocally, this government, and thanks to you all in the legislature, working with us, that was the appropriation. We funded, almost all of that amount was given to the university, besides, an infinitesimal 16,000 in the budget process for people to get 90% of the budget, even allocated budget, is a tall order. Not because people want to deprive you of money. There are a lot of rules and regulation but the university got almost 100%, besides 16,000.
So besides 16,000 out of how much?
33, I think, 0.6 million, if I'm not mistaken.
That's 2024.
2024.
Okay.
In 2025, because there were 1 or 2 one-time things that they were doing with funded 2023 and in budgeting, when you start from, you take some of those one-time things off. You take them off. But we stay in show that the university budget now is roughly about, it's almost 34 million, I think 33.9. So the budget, we are funding the university, the appropriation, they're on time. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we funded up to, if I'm not mistaken, as at June, I think September, we might have given almost 23 million to the university. 23 million. So they are moving on schedule. Practically not a dime. There's requests that came out for extra money, was beyond the university's budget. It is what you all know that, and you all love to call off-budget expenditure. It was an off-budget request. You asking for more than was legislated. You asking for more than what the Honorable Senator Darius DeLong and colleagues approved for you. So when you come like that, especially at the time, because of usage difficulties, the 6 million contingency reserve fund, was exhausted, by the end of May. March, what happens is that every dime to you will mean that we must find some other entity to cut from. It's not that easy. So when you come, as the university did, with an off-budget expenditure, firstly, we arranged a meeting with the university before the offer decided to lay down chalks. Now, we decided to meet on a Saturday because we wanted to give time to the university. It was not this, I think, Saturday, the previous Saturday. We met the university president and her 4 vice presidents. Yeah, no, 3 vice presidents for 5 hours on 2 Saturdays ago. Not that on Saturday. What did we do? We went through everything. And the university challenged in a lot of ways. I can't say all here. You know, and I personally know some of the things, and we are taking some steps. One of the things is that, well, let me give you this information. This will be information. I beg you, just make it to learn. The public needs to learn this.
Senator, I think it would be good for the minister to learn because there have been this. I wanted to
the minister must have got a concern when it comes to the running of the University of Liberia as a senator. For the same public knowledge is why I wanted to interject. But go ahead, Minister. I will ask you.
Give a package of information.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the extra money is off budget. It's also legislators. The legislators are not. You guys are not. Oh, sorry to say you guys, because in some jurisdiction you hold me in contempt. So I think you the principal.
No, not yet. I can't be up there. Go ahead.
Okay. The honorable men and women of the
thank you, honorable senator.
Let me say this. We have, you all are on break. You know, there's been this talk, and maybe we'll segue later in all this a little bit. Talk about off budget without legislative expenditure. The university request is a typical off budget request. It's a typical request without legislative.
But that's a question I wanted to ask, Mr. Minister.
Yes.
If the university has not exhausted its 2025 budget and it is making a request for $500,000 within its 2025 budget, how is it off budget spending?
This thing, most of the university's money is in personnel costs. Of the 34 million, 32 million is in personnel costs. We could fool ourselves and say we're taking it from there, you know, but at the end of the day, we are fooling ourselves. Personnel matters, one has to be very careful. So it is a little additional. So what we're doing, we know we have some, I don't want to say suspicion, maybe a hard word, that in that 32 million, we do not want to believe that we cannot find savings. So we have written the university. I personally have got involved. Been busy with too many things, but on this one, I will be my own frontline general. We've written the president of the university. We are re-verifying the university payroll that this month, September, everyone on the university payroll must be re-verified, certified. Otherwise, and everyone from the heads of deans of colleges or heads of department chairpersons, coming to the deans of colleges, vice president for academic affairs or administration, up to the president, who want them to sign off and tell us that Mr. Patrick Horner, I do satisfy that Mr. Patrick Horner is a professor at the university. And so if you don't tell us that and put your signature, we will not pay anyone who will not be certified by all of those people for the month of September. And we say we reserve the right to take that list and carry the list to integrity institutions to re-verify after our review. So we're going to pay only after people are re-verified and put back on the payroll. So that's the first thing. We could get some savings besides what the government gives the university. The university collects fees and others. You know, we intend to help them by getting involved. We help them by getting involved. I was just learning that we help them. We'll not just leave them alone. The other thing is that we are knocking on some external doors for the university. And I told the president some of the efforts. We are mobilizing some external partners some of those things, we have started to get some initial goodwills. So we are working on all of those things. We want the president to take the resource mobilization effort, external resource mobilization effort very seriously. But we also want some serious cleanup campaigns at the university. It's not just physical sanitation work, but we need to ensure that the integrity of the payroll is something that we all can say. You, Senator Dillon, and others can say, yes, we're satisfied.